Hi, and in this recording, we're going to look at lesson 4.05. All right, this is a question just like your number 1 on your quiz. So what is the sum of the first 26 terms of the arithmetic series? Now, we know as arithmetic, that means it's adding. We have our two formulas over here. You may want to write those down. Okay, so to find the sum, okay, so the sum of the first 26 terms, that means we're going to take that 26, divide it by 2, times your first term plus your a sub n. Now we got to find that number, okay? So that means I have to find that a sub 26. Okay? Now look at this right here. I know the 7 is the a sub 1. I need to find my common difference. So notice that we're going up by 4. We're increasing by 4 every time, so we're adding 4. So that means my common difference is 4. All right, so now I can find my 26th term by using the second formula. So that means I have 7 plus 26 minus 1 times my difference, and that's 4. Type that into your calculator or work it out by hand, and you should get 107. So now that 107 goes over here in my summation formula. All right, so 26 over 2 is going to give me 100, or just 13. And then 7 plus 107 is 114. 14. And multiply those two numbers, so the sum of the first 26 terms is going to be equal to 1,482. Okay? So you have to use both of these formulas. Make sure you have them written down for your quiz. So let's look at the next one. So this is just like question number 2. So on question number 2, you're trying to find the sum of the first 32 terms because you're going from 1 to 32. Remember this E, this weird looking E, is a summation sign. Okay? So the sum of the first 32 terms will be that 32 over 2. Now I have to find that first term and the 32nd term. So I need to find the first term, and I need to find the 32nd term. Now I already have my formula here, that 4n minus 1, so I'm just going to plug those two numbers in. So plug 1 in, so we have 4 times 1 plus 1, so that gives me a 5. So my a sub 1 is 5. And then plug in 32. So 4 times 32 plus 1. So 4 times the 32 plus 1, I get 129. All right, so now I got to put these over here in the sum formula. So I have 5 plus 129. So I found those two numbers. Now, find your sum. So 32 over 2 gives me 16 times that 134. So the sum of the first 32 terms is going to be 2,144. Okay? So double check and make sure you're getting these numbers on your calculator. Okay? All right, so this is just like question number 3. What is the sum of the first 75 even numbers starting with 2? All right, so I know that my first term is 2. I know my common difference is going to be 2 because they're even numbers. You have to add 2 each time to get even numbers, right? And now I need to find the 75th one. Okay, so I'm going to use that second formula right there. So I have the 2 plus 75 minus 1 times my common difference of 2. So that means my a sub 75, or the 75th term, is going to be 150. Okay, now I need to find the sum of the first 75 terms. So I have 75 over 2 times 2 plus 150. Okay, so put that in your calculator. So the sum of the first 75 terms is going to be 5,700. So make sure you're getting that number in your calculator. Okay? All right, so this is just like your question number 4. So a restaurant has a profit of $1,300 in January. The profit will increase by $150 each month for 11 months. What will the total profit be over the 12-month period? All right, so that means the first one, that a sub 1, your initial amount, is going to be that $1,300. Your common difference, it is adding by 150 every month. Okay, we need to find the 12th term to plug into our sum formula. So that means I'm going to find the 12th term, so I have to take that 1,300 plus the 12 minus 1 times your difference, so that's 150. So that means the 12th term is going to be equal to $2,950. All right, now I can find the sum of those 12 months. So that means I have the 12 divided by 2. The first term, the first month, you had $1,300. Plus the last month, $2,950. Add those up. So the sum of the first 12 months is going to be, looks like $25,500. Pretty good profit, huh? Pretty good profit over a 12-month period. So that's how you would find the sum of all those profits per month. So now let's take a look at question 5. So we have the number of people that entered the contest on the first day is 27. So a sub 1 is 27. 31 people on the second day. So a sub 2 is 31. And 35 on the third day. Okay, so a sub 3. So the third term is going to be 35. This pattern continues for 14 days. So what is the total number of people that enter the contest? All right, so that means they're asking for the sum of the first 14 days. So I have my 14 over 2. This is a 14. My 4s keep wanting to run together on this program. All right, so now I have to find the first term, which is 27, and add it to that 14th term. I don't have the 14th term, so I need to find it. So looking at these numbers, my common difference looks like it's 4 because we're adding 4 every time. So my a sub 14 will be equal to the first term, which is 27, plus 14 minus 1 times my difference, which is 4. All right, so a sub 14 is going to give me that 79. So that means 79 is my 14th term. So then we have to add that up. We have to find the sum of all 14 days. So that's going to be the sum of 14 is going to be 14 over 2. So that's 7, and then you got your 27 plus 79. Keep that in parentheses and put it in your calculator, so you should get 742. So that's the total number of people that entered the contest over 14 days, 742 contestants.